Hello. Test.
Distinctive sound throughout the decades is in part due to the high revving engines in use. F1 engines during the V8 era in the mid-2000s, for example, could reach 19,000 RPM. In comparison, a typical road car won't exceed around 6,000 RPM. For 2022, the FIA announced that the cars would now be rolling on 18-inch wheels, far larger than 13-inch wheels used prior. These larger tyres were designed to reduce overheating, improve aggressive racing. F1 track to have hosted 3 different races: the German Grand Prix, European Grand Prix and Luxembourg Grand Prix. Ferrari are the only team to have raced in every single season of Formula 1. Present since the very start of the sport, Ferrari takes the number 1 spot for almost all constructor records in F1. Most Grand Prix wins, most pole positions, and most race entries.
Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening, wherever you are watching this from. Welcome to what seems to be quite cloudy, quite rainy, for race number 2 here around Asia. Tiny bit of delay. We were just trying to collect a couple more drivers, but we're here now. Just to notify you, Justin has retired. He doesn't have a qualifying ban, so he will be starting from the back of the grid. So here in Miami, second time this season, not in Asia, but we had Miami in EU. I can't remember tier 1 or tier 3, but one of the two. And we'll ride on board with Tomater for first ever lap. Down the start-finish straight will be the first driver to set a lap here in Miami for Asia. We have a couple of reserve drivers here today, purely on the fact of just filling up the drivers. Not many drivers could make it today, unfortunately. Running board looking relatively deep. So far, pretty good. Coming round the windy DRS straight with heavy braking going into turn 11. Coming round, hit the apex very nicely there. Gone a bit wide through the hairpin. Now the tricky chicane of sector 2. Don't want to get track limits there. Very shaky coming through sector 2. Townmater last race in the Alpine DNF, if I'm not mistaken, which is unfortunate for him. Coming round the final corner, the first race was in Catalonia in Spain, but he's going to cross the line with a 1:30.002. So not a bad lap. We have a Red Bull just about across the line, and Matty who's just behind the 1:29.270. Pretty good lap. J-Ball is just about to cross the line. Currently a reserve driver for this race. Crossing the line with a 1:29.408. Seems like it is about to rain. Miguel about to cross the line with a very nice time. Okay, with a 1:28.633. Very nice time from Miguel with a Williams to start into the lap. I have to about to cross the line and cash. I have to about to start into the lap as well. 1:40.781, but I don't think that was just quick lap. Aiden Castro, who is also reserving for today's race with a 1:31.256. Red Demon with a 1:29.091 did put himself up in second with Myers put himself into the front row with a 1:28.783. Still 3 drivers yet to set a lap. We're right on board with Martin, who's just coming round the windy DRS straight. Heavy braking into turn 11. He just about missed out on the win last week in Catalonia. He was fighting very well with Aviki Walpole, who isn't actually here today. So Martin could get a very good jump on Aviki Walpole in this race, depending on if done well. Coming around the back straight now with the DRS open, and heavy braking now going into turn 17, penultimate corner now, turn 18. A bit shaky there coming out of turn 17, and around the final corner. Going to put himself not onto pole position, only 1:28.788, so not good from him. Has to dodge across the line, doesn't improve in time, but doesn't improve his position. And two drivers currently on an outlap. Next one to get that lap will be the Mercedes of whatever that is. I'm not going to be trying to pronounce that, but very nicely there through turn 1 and turn 2, hitting the apex. Very nice and smooth. The Miami race here in Europe Tier 1 was relatively alright. Tiny bit of chaos from one of the laps. I think it was lap 16 where the chaos was. Coming round out sector 1 now, the Mercedes. Coming down the sector 2 back straight now, heavy braking into turn 11 down into gear 3 round the hairpin of tier, what am I saying? Through the chicane of turn 14 and turn 15 round in gear 2 round turn 16 now, foot to the floor, DRS open. There's a car ahead potentially giving him tow. It's not been a bad lap here for the Mercedes. Heavy braking again, once again, down into gear 2. I like to do this, we're doing it in gear 3 of turn 17 round, turn 18 round to the right on turn 19. A bit shaky there, but actually a very nice lap for the 1:28.009. Just 6 tenths quicker than P2, and well clear of second of P6. No, Killer Alex is about to cross the line. Not too sure which time it is, but that's crossed the line and he's going to place himself just into P10. So we've got a 2-second gap at the moment from P1 to P11. Did a lot of driving during that lap. I think Martin is doing another run for his lap coming down sector 2 now. A lot of overcast here. Shady just about moving out of the way there for Martin. Hit the apex a bit too much there. Martin did. Very low on ERS here for this lap. Surprisingly not invalidation coming round turn 14 and 15 there in the chicane, but now coming down the back straight. Very low on fuel. Don't know if it's going to be a lap that he's going to try and keep or if he's going to come into the pit. Very, very low on ERS. And it had started to rain. I don't think he's going to have to try and finish his lap, whether it's an improvement or not. If it started to rain and not many drivers will be able to improve. Yeah, definitely improved. As we just see Killer Alex get a collision with Miguel. The two AlphaTauris, may I say, colliding together. That's not going to be very good for the AlphaTauri team. Killer Alex getting a 5-place grid penalty. Obviously Miguel was currently third on second row, but a lot of driving. No one went for into pole actually, may I say. Martin, go back to Martin, he did improve his lap time to 1:28.37, but not many drivers are going to be able to improve their time now with the rain falling. Matt Eagle on a lap, don't think many drivers will be able to improve. But yeah, the two AlphaTauris colliding together. Killer Alex will be starting further back than Justin. Nobody went for into pole. As a current gap, and I think it will currently finish with 7 minutes remaining, and the rain just slightly falling heavier and heavier, ever so slightly. Mercedes does look like it's going to be getting pole position here and I'll be slightly in the way, quite a bit low in front of the Red Bull. Track's looking very, very tricky to navigate at the moment around Miami. We'll be adding Dairy Gamer to the race as well, so that'll make our total into 13 drivers. You can see they're coming out of turn 17, and everyone's going to be coming into the pit. There won't be anybody improving their time now around the track. But we're right on board a couple of drivers. 6 minutes and 44 seconds left of qualifying. Not long left to go, but not many drivers will be improving. Rainfall is coming down harder and harder. It doesn't seem to be clearing up anytime soon. We currently have 10 drivers who did that lap. Killer Alex got disqualified for being stopped on the track. I'm going to read Discord to see if there is any communication of what just happened there. We'll see. I see. Killer Alex mentioned that his controller died, so that's how the collision between Miguel and Killer Alex happened. Things happen. Things do happen. Not really much you can do. I've had a lot of races where with my wheel it'll just completely snap or just go out on me, or just unplug itself. As I turn the wheel, I move my table and just unplug it from my PS4. So, that's that. So Aiden Castro won't be able to improve. Lap times are dropping a lot now. It's now 3 seconds different from the original lap time for all the drivers. I mean, nobody will be improving their lap time around Asia, but if drivers want to be getting a feel for the track, then they can do. Townmaker has come out intermediate, so definitely won't be an improvement on the time. A lot of drivers come out intermediate time. Interpole is no longer possible, and all drivers just set a lap. So, irregardless of what the engine do, nobody will be getting a bonus point. But it might as well come out on the intermediate time just to practice, in case it's going to rain during the race or not. There's the driver behind them. Daily moving out the way very nicely there. Let's see what the chat is saying. How's the chat coming along? Ah, my controller, yeah. Very unfortunate, but yeah, we had a good race in Catalonia. AVC Walpole got driver of the day and won the race. Martin, who currently sat in the pit, won't be improving the time, but second place, unfortunate. I think it was last lap collision, final lap collision between Martin and AVC Walpole. Martin just got slightly pushed wide through a hairpin. I can't remember the turn, it's like turn 7 or 8, not even that, like turn 5. Just got locked his wheel, just understeered, and just went wide into the gravel. But Christoph came third, who also not here. Pabgotti, who came fourth, is not here. Miguel, who reserved for the race last week, I was about to say last year, came fifth. Who's currently at third on the grid. Even though it's not his tier, he's looking very, very quick. Justin came sixth, but got a lot of penalty points. Got 9 penalty points last race for a lot of collisions. but I'm sure he learnt and understand why he got what he did. And Holy Horse, who is no longer with us, respect, but he got entered pole in Catalonia. I think the main reason drivers didn't go for entered pole here. Normally, for entered pole, you normally sacrifice a lap. But as rain was inevitable, drivers didn't really want to sacrifice a lap just to finish further down the field, just for one bonus point. Rain is heavily falling now, definitely intermediate tyres for the drivers. Only 3 drivers currently on track at the moment. Martin on an outlap, the Ferrari or Castro who's reserving on an outlap, and Derry Gamer, who is here now. He had actually joined. He's in the pit, coming out off tyres. Massive respect and bravery to the man. Not long left to qualify, so I don't think he's actually going to get a lap time done. But he's here. We're going to have 13 drivers for the race. So all points are up for grabs. Intermediate tyres not looking great for the driving around Miami. Not that often it rains around Miami. And all drivers are now reaching the checker flag for Asia tier, and nobody will be improving their time. So that's going to be the Mercedes in pole position with a 1:28.009, magnificent time, may I say. Martin in second with a 1:28.367, and his year has just been disabled. Miguel, who had an unfortunate collision with his teammate, with a 1:28.633. Alfa Romeo in fourth with a 1:28.780. McLaren fifth. Matt Eagle in 6th, J-Borg in 7th, Castro in 8th, Tow Major in 9th, Kashkati in 10th, Derry Gamer in 11th, Ferrari of Justin was not allowed to compete during qualifying in P12 with a qualifying ban, and Killer Alex with a disqualification with the controller dying, being stopped on track, controller dying, and disqualification with a teammate. That is our 13 drivers for the race here in Miami. It's going to be interesting whether it rains or not. I am not too sure. McLaren looking very good for the point this race. Who else is looking good? Haas maybe. Haas are together in 10th and 11th. So maybe they'll work together. Not many dream teams with 2 drivers here today. We only have Ferrari, McLaren, Haas. So not many drivers. Obviously we're riding on board with Martin at the moment, finishing second. That is our grid lineup for the race. 13 drivers for this race. Not sure if that's more than last week or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last week we had 14 drivers. This week we have 13. So only 1 left. But race is moments away.
If you don't know, the tubular safety device that sits over the driver's head, aptly named the halo, is constructed out of titanium and has roughly 9 kilograms of the car's total weight. The 2019 Chinese GP was F1's 1000th official championship race. Continuing with around 20 to 24 races a year, we can expect the 2000th GP to happen around the year 2064. Packed grandstands here today with thousands in attendance, hoping to see their favourite drivers battle it out on track. The inaugural World Drivers' Championship was held in 1950 when the 4 season had been
Formation lap is underway. We have sunny weather in Miami, which is good. Miami is a difficult track to navigate as it is, let alone in the rain. So now that we see the sunny weather, will be a lot more easier for the drivers to engage with each other. Top 6 runners, starting on medium tyre. J-Borg in 7th, starting on the soft tyre. I don't think the grid is laid out how it should be with the pace. I think the pace is split up significantly with the rainfall. So a lot of driving currently all over the place. So we might see a lot of driving fly through the field or drop down the field. Castro in 8th, the only runner in the top 10 to be starting on the hard compounder tyre. Townmater also on the soft tyre, who will be 2 compound quicker than Castro, so he's going to be trying to get past that Ferrari. Kashkati rounding off the top 10 on the medium tyre. Derek Gamer and Justin attempting to go long as well with Castro on the hard compounder tyre, and Killer Alex starting from the back of the grid. On soft tyres also. 2 drivers have collided with each other, Townmater and J-Borg. So they've been qualified to the grid. We have a 29 lap race here. Probably about 8 safety cars, but ignore it as that. Hopefully Asia Tier 1 can make it through turn 1, unlike they did last week, without a safety car. So we'll see as we ride aboard with the drivers lining up into their grid spots. No idea what Miguel's doing. Let's go around the side. A couple of drivers getting disqualified. Miguel just got disqualified from his grid slot under the sunny skies of Miami. We have 13 drivers here for Asia. 11 AM. It's now 11:31, and we wait for the green flag to go. What's going on? Right on board. 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go here in Miami. The Mercedes has had a really good start. Everyone seems to be quite far away from each other. Tiny bit of contact further down the field with the Red Bull and Alfa Romeo. Martin got close to the Mercedes quite well. And we see a retirement further down the field. And so we didn't make it through the first turn. Oh, we did, maybe. We made it through 2 turns. So an improvement. Instead of it being at turn 1, safety car. It's now turn 2 safety car. Maybe next week we might be lucky and it'll be turn 3 safety car. Or anyway, safety car. Don't think anybody will be pitting. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. 36.7 is no, that's not interpole. Basically, you have to set your lap before you set your soft lap, essentially. So the interpole doesn't count, Martin. But driver changes, I don't think there's much driver changes, considering it's only been 2 corners. But let's have a look at it anyway. Myers has dropped 3 positions down the field. Not sure if he had front wing damage or not. Not sure if any driver had front wing damage. He's quite far back behind his teammate. Will anybody be diving into the pit? I think drivers are okay. I can see 2 drivers actually going to the pit. Maybe with front wing damage. The 3 drivers actually. Townmater did not change his front wing. Killer Alex did indeed change his front wing, and Dairy Gamer also had no front wing. So 2 drivers changing their front wing and 1 just Dairy Gamer leaving the session. Did I see that correct? Yeah, I have no idea. Put on the medium compounder tires, change the front wing. Currently lap 2, still behind the safety car. DRS has not been enabled yet. It is literally, I don't know what to talk about. I mean, I would talk about a race, normally under a safety car, but it's only been 2 laps. Not 2 laps, 2 corners. Not really much to talk about. Dairy Gamer just catching up to the pack now. Hopefully safety car does come in this lap. Knowing my luck, it will not. So I'm going to have to ramble on about something for another lap. Yeah, it's not coming in this lap. What do I talk about? Nice weather today. Townmater has just got a 5-second penalty for collision with Justin under a safety car. I don't understand how people get penalties under a safety car, or even collisions with other drivers. I mean, you shouldn't be attempting anything anyway. Townmater has pitted again. This time to change his front wing. He's serving his 5-second penalty collision that he just had, which is a smart move, it's a good tactical move, putting on the hard compounded tyres. So a potential, that might be potentially his final pit stop if he tries to go long till the end of the race. It's doable if there's more safety cars. The tyres will last ever so slightly longer. Everyone is now clear of all the penalties now. It's going to be difficult for Townmater to catch up to the pack. The fact that they're now coming down the long windy DRS straight. Dairy Gamer has now rejoined, so he's back. So we do have all 12 drivers now. Cash Carty. Let's see how we did last race. Cash Carty didn't attend last race, so he's here now, but he's DNF'd. So he's not had a great start to the season. Everyone else is looking good so far. Still currently 12 drivers left in the race. Talmater had now caught up to the pack. Safety car should be coming in this lap, and indeed it is. How's the Twitch chat coming on? More from Matt Eagle. Yeah, he's looking good in all fairness. Currently at P5. He's improved a position. Talmater's done 2 pit stops. Dairy Gamer has now got a 5-second penalty for delay collision with Talmater. Still have absolutely no idea how that's happened. We're right aboard with Martin, who's currently chasing down the Mercedes. When will the Mercedes go? The Mercedes is gone. He's got a very good jump on Martin, who's actually left him napping a tiny bit. Miguel may be going down the inside. He is actually going down the inside of turn 1, but he's not got enough braking speed to get past the Williams. Here, Talmater coming into the pits again with not many drivers close behind J-Borg with a tiny bit of both contact. Please don't be a safety car, I swear. Contact between them. Oh fucking hell, Ash. Right, you guys can listen to me do my uni work, because we've literally had a total of about 2 corners in lap 1 and 2 corners just after the safety car restart. We've had 4 corners of racing, right? I've got nothing to talk about, right? So you guys are going to listen to me do my coursework, because I have nothing to talk about. Dairy Gamer has got a penalty. Has anyone changed position? Position-wise, Justin has dropped 3 positions, increased 3 positions from his qualifying ban. Killer Alex has also increased 3 positions. I know his controller died, so started from the back of the grid also increased 3 positions. Castro improved by 1. Matt Eagle still in P5. Myers gaining back the positions he lost. J-Borg P8. McLaren looking very good at the moment. I'm now going to do my coursework because I don't know what to talk about under the safety car. We just had a safety car. Standings wise, Martin is currently 7 points behind AVT Walpole. So as it stands, Martin will take the lead of the driving championship. And the next driver would be Miguel, who, if you get 15 points, Miguel, if you get 3rd, of which he is currently sitting at the moment, if Miguel gets 3rd place, he can currently be equal to Walpole in 1st place, so he'll be joint 2nd if Martin gets more than 7 points. The driver behind that is Justin, who currently on 9 points. So even 6-point improvement will have him increase to P3 or P4, which is looking very, very good for him at the moment in P6. Besides that, not many other drivers have got points here. A lot of drivers have pitted for new tyres, as we see Mercedes spun around. Castro getting past him. McLaren not looking that great, in all fairness. Dairy Gamer pitted onto new medium. We have 4 drivers there on, not 4 drivers, 6 drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers on new tyres. Back from P8 to P12, and the top 7 are still on the tyres they started the race on, which is completely understandable because we haven't had any racing yet. I mean, yeah, you could listen to me do my coursework. I mean, it's not really that interesting. My team, no, you did not get into pole. No, basically, my team, you have to set your entered pole before you do your soft lap. So if you do an entered lap after, who just joined? If you do your entered lap after your soft lap, it doesn't count. It has to be your entered lap before your main lap. But we're going to discuss in the staff if we can alter that slightly. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I might just be talking utter rubbish, but I only have 2 pages left on my coursework to do. Do I? Yeah, I have 2 pages left. I have to do some solar panels, which isn't really that interesting. I can't lie. I have to refresh that. F1 news in real life. Then qualifying at 3 o'clock. There is the FA Cup final, Manchester City against Manchester United at 3 o'clock also. Safety cars coming in this lap. Right, another 2 corners of racing, here we go. Riding board. All the drivers are bunched up together. Ferrari now looking good for point wide. AlphaTauri also looking good for point wide again. As we maybe be a potential brake check there from the Mercedes. The riding board Miguel's got a relatively decent jump. Not many drivers close to each other actually, I can say that. The Ferrari going left, right, left, right, left, right, going down the inside of turn 1. Nice move there from Aiden Castro to get past the AlphaTauri, but both teams, both drivers looking very slow coming through that. You see Matt Eagle get past Red Demon coming through turn 4 and 5. Red Demon going very wide. You see Justin just slide past the inside there of turn 8, but Red Demon's going to be going to stick with him and going to have some toe behind him, so maybe potentially going down the inside. He's going a lot quicker than Justin here. He's going to go down the inside of turn 11 and swooping maybe around the outside. Justin's holding that very nicely to defend off the Alfa Romeo as they fight their way through the chicane section. Martin has now lost the DRS gap to Mercedes, and we see Miguel chasing him down from behind. A lot closer to Martin than Martin is to the Mercedes. Matt Eagle not lost a significant gap. I beg, literally beg, that's not safety car. And there's a collision between J-Borg, 2 McLaren and the Alpine. I'm gonna lose it in a second. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna lose it in a second. Well, not my fault. You guys have to listen to me do my coursework, is it? Talmate's coming into the pits. Ferrari's looking close together. P5, P6. I mean, I can't. Yeah, you guys are listening to me do my coursework. Mate, it's just been. We've had 1 lap of racing, 1 lap and 4 corners of racing. That's literally all we've had. I literally have nothing to tell you. The 13 people watching the stream, I'm sorry, but you're going to listen to me talk about solar panels and environmental impact. Not environmental impact. The input that the solar panels have on my building. This is my final deadline. Deadline is in 3 hours. I was feeling confident about submitting it on time, but the fact that it's going to be about for maybe 20 safety cars this race, race probably won't finish till about 5 o'clock in the evening, so might as well get it done while commentating, eh? So here we go, we're here. What do I need to do? I need to get some solar panels on top of my design. Two retirements. A car just horned outside. Probably more interesting than this race. I've been told to invite somebody. Who am I inviting? Invite Dairy Gamer. Invite Dairy Gamer. I literally don't even think I have him added. Here we go. There we go. I do have him added. Let's have a look here then. What do I need to do? I need to add solar panels, don't I? View. 3D view options. This one. We need to remove contour lines so that it doesn't show the 3D model in a weird way. Then we also need to add in the roof, because my roof is currently on a hidden layer. So we're going to add in, go to layers, we're going to do show all layers, which will show my roof that I've got. What was I going to do? I'm going to do solar panels, wasn't I? Yeah, so I need to add solar panels on top of this dome that I have. So if you go to the roof, and we'll add in solar panels on top of here. So if we search up, go to the object tool, and we search up solar panel. Anyone else got anything interesting in the chat? Nope. Oh! To really do my coursework, my team had front wing damage, so it had to pit. Just saw that in the chat. He pitted onto the hard compound of tyres. Maybe that contact was from the slight brake check from the Mercedes. Thank you. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you very much. My team has dropped from P2 to P8, but he's got a pit stop advantage on the Mercedes, and Matigo has improved to P2, which is good. Improved significantly. That does not look like a solar panel, but I'll add it in anyway. My team is gonna have the pit stop advantage under the safety car. Not that it would matter, because there'll probably be another 4 or 5 or 10. Or just we won't have any racing being safety car. I forgot what I'm talking about. I'm so bored commentating this. I don't know what to talk about. Oh yeah, solar panels. Solar panels is what I'm doing, eh? Let's go to this. I'm doing my solar panel. I've lost my solar panel. Where's my solar panel? Lads, I have lost my solar panel. Here. There we go. Let's add 1,000 millimeters to that. And that should display my solar panel. I've lost my solar panel. Where's my solar panel? 2,000. That should work now. Oh, I found my solar panel. Yes. Right. Oh, safety car coming in. Oh, right, here we go. Right on board with Matt Eagle, who's chasing down the Mercedes at the moment. Mercedes got a very good start. Also, a lot of drivers very close to each other. Martin quite far back from Miguel in front. Aiden Castro, the two Ferraris, currently sat in P3 and P4 at the moment. Justin looking very eager to want to get past Matt Eagle at the moment. Miguel getting past Derek Gamer. Derek Gamer looking a bit shaky. Martin, yeah, very unlucky. That's more front wing. I swear, if that's another safety car, I'm actually going to lose it. I'm going to drag that solar panel up to here. So that is on the flat plane. I'm going to increase that to 1400. That should display the solar panel. On top of that, we also need to angle the solar panel. If we angle the solar panel, obviously solar panel can't be flat, it doesn't really make it. As we see Martin come into the pit for a second time change the front wing with contact with the Dairy Gamer. And he puts on the medium compounder tyres, of which the guy chasing for the win are still not pitted. So my team currently on the medium compounder tyre. The guy in first place is still yet to pit. So he will be going on to the hard compounder tyre. So it's going to be significantly slower. What is that? If I'm going to duplicate that copy, duplicate this, copy this, drag a copy to about here, there, and now we have two to and then we need a third solar panel. Aiden Castro just got a 5-10 penalty, so there are currently 4 retirements in this race. I mean, if I was them, I would love to leave this race right now. Oh, I got a delivery notification. Enjoy £7 off bank holiday trip. Oh, very nice. Minimum order of £20. I don't really have a drink really. I've run out of drink. I've got ketchup. I'm not really going to drink that, am I? 9 drivers left in the race. Still under the safety car. Will probably be another safety car, so I might as well finish working on the solar panel. I'm going to duplicate that. If I right click, move, drag a copy on there. That. Very nice. I've now got 3 solar panels. Very good, very nice. Group them, edit, group. figure out how to... Ooh, rotation. 45 degrees. Shit, not that way. What is that, brother? Brother, what is that? Good enough. We have the solar panel in place. Safety car still in? Yep. Safety car still there. Oh, he's pitted! Wait, where is he? Wait, what? Oh, he's retired! The guy leading the race, the Mercedes, has retired from the race. Currently lap 14. This is our fourth safety car. Under lap 14. The guy leading the race in the Mercedes has retired from the race. So that gives Martin a good opportunity to finally get his win that he heavily co-deserved in, or fought for, in Catalonia. Miguel could very easily jump to the top of the standing if he wins this race also, but will be hard for him to keep the longevity of those hard to the end of the race. Everyone now in this race is finishing in the points. I'm not too sure what happened to the Mercedes, obviously. But I don't understand why Asia tier our Asia tier is all over the place. I don't really understand why. Like Europe tier 1, Europe tier 2, Europe tier 3 are completely fine with racecraft. However, when we get to Asia, whether it's the connectivity issues or what. Right, here we go. We're going to have 2 corners of racing until the next safety car. Justin will be leading the pack with Miguel just behind him. Currently 9 driving left of this. Miguel eager to get past the Ferrari of Justin. Castro with a penalty as he comes into the pit. Justin getting a pretty good start. Quite far behind him. You see the Red Bull go down the inside. But he's backed out of that one. And Miguel trying to get past Justin. Maybe going down the inside. If that's another safety car, I think I will leave. I can see Justin sliding his rear end, coming out of sector 1 into sector 2. Miguel looking a lot quicker than the Ferrari at the moment, going down the inside through the back stretch, going side by side through sector 2. DRS is not open yet. Heavy braking going into turn 11. Who's going to brake latest between these 2 drivers? And it's going to be Justin. So he's going to go a bit wide, and Miguel maybe go down the outside but push a bit, tiny bit too wide for his liking. Coming into the chicane now. And he's going to bait Justin there, maybe with a switchback. Got more better active speed there, coming out of turn 16. Justin seems to have lower wings than Miguel, so Miguel's going to be struggling behind Justin as we see. Bloody hell, he's got low wings. He's absolutely flying past these 2 drivers to take the lead coming down the back straight. It's currently a 4-way fight for the first place at the moment as we see Justin lose 3 positions coming out of that corner. Martin now getting past Justin, and Miguel currently chasing down Myers, and Martin currently chasing down Miguel. Myers looking very shaky through the corners. You can see how low in front wing is. Martin, even though he's had to change his front wing twice, and fought through the field very nicely. Got a bit wide there through the track of turn 7 and 8, but it combined again with a low front wing. You can see how low his front wing is. Direct still not enabled for the drivers. With the McLaren absolutely flying, could have fly past Miguel without even putting up a fight. But here comes Martin down the inside, but he's had to back out of that one. Didn't want to risk anything. You can see how low the McLaren is running his front wing through Miami. You can see his cornering speed isn't that great, but coming down the straight is very, very fast. And here comes the McLaren again. Going to be chasing down AlphaTauri and probably will get the move done here in sector 3 on the AlphaTauri. Just over half the race gone. Going to go down the outside, round the outside, better say, of the AlphaTauri. And the AlphaTauri going to defend the inside very nicely here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw a tiny bit of rainfall there. And Maya chasing down the AlphaTauri still. Dirac is now enabled. Martin still watching the fight in the background between these two drivers, as we see the McLaren losing its rear end. Not sure if Martin had front wing damage from that or not. Maya, you can see how bad he hit through the corners with his front wing. And that's given Miguel the opportunity to get a good launch on Martin, who was just chasing him behind. Justin is 2.4 seconds behind Miguel at the moment. Telemaker currently in P3, 1.3 seconds behind Justin, but ever so slightly just sticking with him. And Martin will now be chasing down Telemaker and Justin with that unfortunate spin from the McLaren. Nothing really either driver could do. Don't think it was a collision between any drivers, but Martin is significantly catching up to the Alpine at the moment, and the Alpine significantly catching up to Justin at the moment. Justin not looking that great. Here I think the Alpine is going to have DRS the in on the Ferrari. 8 drivers remain in the Asia Tier 1 race. Going to go down the inside of turn 17. Justin had brake later than the Alpine, but not sure if you're going to have the better, quicker speed coming through. The Alpine going to have much significant speed if Justin come into the pit here, and Martin will now be chasing down Tomato, who is not far behind. No DRS on this lap. We will be having DRS coming out of sector 1 into sector 2 if you manage to stick with the Alpine. As I say that, he's lost it again. He's damaged his front wing again. It's not in race for him. And I thought it was going to be a collision there with the McLaren. What the hell is going on? I don't know what's going on. As we see Martin struggling with his car round Miami. Don't think it's raining yet, but touching the curb there, coming out of turn 3 is inevitable to make you spin. Maya is currently a 10-second gap to Tomato. Martin is going to have to pit again. Martin looking very good for the win of this race. But a lot of unfortunate things have happened. The McLaren now back on track, had not pitted, so stayed on the hard tyre from that spin. He recovered, losing a lot of time to Tomato. Miguel leading the race very comfortably at the moment with a 3.5 second gap to the Alpine behind. 11 laps remaining of the Miami Grand Prix, 8 drivers remain. The only team to have 2 drivers left is the Ferrari. 1 Haas driver is out, 1 McLaren driver is out, and 1 AlphaTauri driver is out, and we see Martin now coming into the pit. I'm not sure if it's going to rain or not, but I presume my team will be putting on the soft compounded tyres. And we see his front wing chains, and he is putting on the hard compound, which is surprising, actually. Not many laps remaining. He's putting on the hard compound side, which is already used. Dairy Gamer coming through, and there's contact. As we see, Myers stopped in the middle of the track. Right, back to my coursework we go. So we have the solar panels on the top. So I'm just going to drag the solar panels across slightly to match either side. I'm going to drag this down as well. I'm going to have 6 solar panels on the top of my building to supply power to the ventilation. If we drag a copy from there down, so that's going to supply my ventilation on the roof. I'm going to lose it in a second. Oh, it's not even a safety car. Oh, I genuinely just thought it'd be a safety car. 2 people retired on the track. Apologies for that. Miguel, currently a 3.8 second gap to Tomato. Justin, currently in 3rd place, 12.2 second gap to Tomato. Also, Matt Eagle with an 8.2 second gap. Not many drivers close to each other. I know Martin's going to be very quick with the penalty wide. Aiden Castro with a 5-second penalty, so as it stands, Martin will get 5th place. I reckon there'll be a couple of reports with Martin catching up to the Ferrari of Adri Castro. We've had a lot of retirement this race. We finished last race in Catalonia with 6 drivers. As it stands, we'll also be finishing this race with 6 drivers. Our team seems to be catching up to Adri Castro ever so slightly. It will be tricky for him to catch up to Matt Eagle to improve that 15-second gap, especially with the fact that Matt Eagle being on the medium compound and Martin being on the hard. But those medium compounds will wear out. Miguel now bridging the gap to a 4.4-second gap. And as it stands, Miguel getting 25 bonus points will put him P1 in the standing with 35. Martin, currently in 6th place, will give him 8 points, which will also put him to the top of the standing just by 1 point. If Martin takes the fastest lap as well, he wants to get past Adri Castro. If Martin takes the fastest lap as well, he'll push him ahead by 2 points, just ahead of Walpole. But at the moment, it seems that he's going to try and get 5th place. To try and get as many points as he can ahead of AVT Walpole. And the Ferrari fight back going down the inside against Martin. Martin's going to fight this one right back around the outside, taking the inside lane. And he's got the direct advantage on the Ferrari. Ferrari can't really do much against the Williams. Ferrari's going to have to concede that position. Martin's going to now try and close that 17-second gap to the Red Bull. Edging Castro looking very shaky with his rear end there, and Martin, I understand the only drivers that have collected points last race and are still in this race is Justin, Miguel and Martin. Those are the three only drivers left in this race that have collected points from last race. So as it stands now, Martin will be 2 points ahead of AVT Walpole, currently leading the championship, so he will take the lead of the championship. However, if it stays as it is, Miguel will be on 35 points, so Miguel will take the lead, Martin will be in second, AVT Walpole will be in third to championship standing. Justin will be in fourth with third place, which won't be bad. But penalty wide may see the order of that change, and Miguel is bridged the gap to the Ferrari behind, so he feels a lot more comfortable now. Ferrari now coming into the pit very slowly, just to avoid any penalties or anything. Currently about 23 out of 29. Martin currently chasing Matt Eagle. He closed the 17-second gap to 15.5 seconds. Miguel now 5.2 seconds in the lead, ahead of second place. Justin in third place, just behind by 3.4 seconds. Matt Eagle in fourth, trailing by 12 seconds on the dot. Martin trailing by 15.1 seconds. Adi Castro and pitted, and Martin losing it just about going into the chicane. You won't really lose any positions because there's not really many drivers left on the track. He nearly caught the car, but it's not been a good race for Martin. He's been very unlucky in this season so far in Catalonia. Last lap drama, and this race has just been chaos in general for all drivers, not just Martin, but all drivers. Position changes, and we see Martin coming to the pit. I don't think he got front wing damage, but maybe for a soft tyre change, and indeed it is, and he'll be going for fastest lap. Ferrari is not close enough to disrupt the Williams, and it'll be around 4 second gap to the Williams, and Justin actually caught up to Talmata. Talmata potentially spinning, but Justin maybe taking second place here. Talmata really pushing him down the inside. Justin braking significantly later, missing his apex, but brilliant switchback from Talmata there. And Justin's not going to be happy with that one. Talmata, very nice switchback. Both drivers, if I'm not mistaken, on the soft hard. No, they're not. Justin currently on medium compounded tyre, and Talmata currently on the hard compounded tyre. Justin's going to be quicker than Talmata on the compound wide, but ability wise, we will see who will get the better of one another. And Justin seems to be very quick coming here through sector 1, and he's going to have DRS advantage on Talmata coming out of sector 1 into sector 2 the DRS. Talmata with 10% DRS, Justin also on 10% DRS. Both driving significantly low on DRS at the moment. Maybe going down the outside, Justin will be doing, going into turn 11, and with the late braking from Justin, just about keeping on the track, trying a bit of contact there. from the Ferrari and the Alpine, but Alpine going a bit wide there in the chicane. Trying to stick with the Ferrari. He's managed to stick with the Ferrari, got DRS, but don't think he'll have it next lap, just as the Ferrari looked very quick to get accelerated out of sector 2 into sector 3. But the DRS has helped the Alpine get back into the fight. Martin is currently going for fastest lap between Tomato come into the pit, which will open the gap from Matigo. Potentially Martin to swoop P4, or you're going to be close to Tomato. Tomato actually changed his front wing, potentially wing damage with the collision with Justin. Normally driving left, and Matt Eagle now slot into the podium position on 10 lap medium. Tomato going to be about 10 seconds behind the Red Bull. He's put onto medium tires, which is quite a surprise actually. Thought he would be going for the softer compound. As we see Martin coming around the final corner. Has he managed to take the fastest lap? And he has with a 1:30.463. That'll be a bonus point for Martin. Will he be able to catch up to Tomato in time? 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 lap. Aiden Castro trailing behind with a 6-second gap to Martin. Martin looking very quick, and he's just setting quality pace after quality pace now to try and get maximum points now. Miguel currently running a 17 lap old hard, but I'm sure his tyres are fine because half of them have been safety guard, with Justin trailing behind in second place by 6.1 seconds. Matt Eagle in third. By 15 seconds. Tomato in fourth, trailing behind third by 10.5 seconds. Martin is catching up to the Alpine, but won't have enough time to catch up significantly. But he is looking quick on the top compounder tyre. Not really much fighting going on at the moment. If I put the current standing into the sheet, and Matigo will get a 3-second time penalty. So depending on how quick Tomato is in comparison to Matigo, which isn't looking that quick. Martin looking very quick. Miguel, as it stands right now, he's currently on the penultimate lap from lap 28. Will be on 35 points, and Aden Castro get multiple time penalties. Miguel would be on 35 points and Dan Justin will receive 18 points, which will give him 27. Matt Eagle will receive 15 points, of which he hasn't EDNF last race, so that will put him into 5th. Tomato will be receiving 12 points, who is also DNF in last race. Martin to receive 10 points, and fastest lap to 11 points. Martin will be on 29 points. Miguel on 35. So just points behind Miguel. He's only reserving me, okay. AVT Walpole, obviously not attending this race, will still be on 25. And we ride on board with Miguel. Martin is catching up to Tomater, but not significant enough. Matt Eagle does have a time penalty, but I don't think it's going to be significant enough for Tomater to catch up unless he gets another time penalty. As I say that, Justin's actually catching up to Miguel on the final lap. Don't think he's going to be quick enough coming through, but 3.3 second gap is closing very quickly to Miguel. Knocked up on him ever so slightly. It was about a 5-6 second gap, it's now only a 3.5 seconds. Miguel tired, really showing the wear now. 20 laps on the hard tide, which is more impressive than not. But coming round sector 2 now, the chicane of turn 14 and 15 to take his first win here in DRL. Coming now down the back straight of sector 3. And I mean, it's been a chaotic race. It's been a lot of safety cars. Only 6 drivers are finishing the race. However, now breaking into turn 17, the man from Spain didn't do that well in Spain. He's come around the penultimate corner, and now turn 19, and he takes the victory as a reserve driver for AlphaTauri here in Miami. And Justin was catching up to him in all fairness, only a 2.9 second gap. Round off second place, and to round off the podium spot, 19 seconds behind Matt Eagle. To round off third, Talmater in fourth place, 8.1 seconds behind Matt Eagle. The Alpine coming across the line in fourth. Martin did manage to catch up to Tomater significantly. It was a 25 second gap. He then closed it down to 17 seconds. He did get the fastest lap, in all fairness to him, coming across the line now for P5, and the final driver to cross the line coming out through the penultimate corner and the final corner now, Adri Castro in the Ferrari. So as we see a chaotic race, Martin did not have a good race. I want to give driver of the day to Miguel. Miguel did have a very good race. Actually, I'll take that back. I'll take back everything I said. As well as Miguel did. Miguel did do very well. However, I'm going to give driver of the day to Justin. Massive improvement from his standard of driving from last race, and as well from a qualifying ban to get to P2. Massive. I mean, there's only 6 drivers to finish a race, I know that, but he was chasing down Miguel near the end and was looking very quick. So that is our race of Asia Tier 1, race number 2 here in Miami. 6 drivers finished the race, and 13 drivers in total participated. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 drivers retired from the race, and Miguel takes the victory here in Miami.